Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
This is it. The world as you know it is over. Completely done. It's not about to be over. It's over.
Some of the scientists who helped build AI are now sounding the alarm.
I was selling AI as a great thing for decades, and I was wrong.
There's a longer-term existential threat that will arise when we create digital beings that are more intelligent than ourselves. We have no idea whether we can stay in control.
While others say that AI will usher in unfathomable abundance.
I've always believed that it's going to be the most important invention that humanity will ever make.
This really will be a world of abundance.
And among these fears and these fantasies, we seek the story of our future. Listen to The Last Invention on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the TJ Show. We've got Alicia in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Hey, Alicia.
Hi, TJ.
So you heard me. I was sharing a story, and I didn't do it, by the way, but I was on a plane, and I saw a guy in front of me. He was on his iPad. He was watching some shows, and he goes to his system preferences, and his full name is there. So I was curious. I Googled him. I just want to know, who is this guy?
Very weird.
Yeah, I didn't follow up. I said maybe we'd try to have him on the show. I'm just going to drop it. But Alicia, this reminded you of a story that you wanted to share.
Yeah, so I was on a plane and I had a little bit of a cough, and there was this family that was sitting around us, and the teenage kids were sitting in front of me, and I could see her Snapchat because she was like kind of holding it up and taking pictures of herself with a mask on, and her friend was like, "Why are you wearing a mask?" And she replied back, "Because the fat B word behind me is coughing." And I saw it, and I said something to the parents. I was like, "Hey, you should probably teach your kids some manners to not be talking negatively about people." And they're like, "Well, why are you even looking at her phone?" I was like, "Well, she's kind of holding it up." I'm like, "It's not like I'm peeking my eyes through the crack."
Yeah.
She's holding it up in the air to take a picture.
Wow.
First of all, kudos to you for saying something. And I feel so disappointed in the parents for not just taking accountability for the actions of their child and correcting their child, but instead blaming you. And it's like, no, your child still said these words. They should still be reprimanded for it.
Yeah, and it was like they acted like I was in the wrong, A, for coughing, and B, for looking at their kid's phone.
This is where we're at. Like, everyone needs to report on everything going on around them. But it looks like we have something in common, Alicia. We're kind of curious what people are up to on their screens. And especially in the airport, it's very easy to see what people are doing.
Well, if you don't want people to see it, then don't hold it in a way that other people can see it.
You know, it's funny you bring that up. I was, as we were waiting for the plane, there was a girl. She had to be, I don't know, a teenager or something. And I watched what she was doing on social media, the way that, like, robotically she was moving her thumb, taking a picture of herself disappointed at the airport because we were delayed, then sent it, and then went to the next thing, then Instagram. And it's like, yo, someone needs to help her. She's in, like, drone mode now. She's not even thinking about what she's doing.
Because that means she has a routine. That's how she usually operates on her phone.
Yeah, it's like...
And I can say that because I was doing the same thing. I would open this app, check it, close it, go to the next app, and it literally was a routine every single time until I finally started taking these apps off my phone.
Alicia, you are wonderful. How are you feeling, by the way?
Oh, this was like in April of last year.
Well, you never know. Some people got a lingering cough.
Yeah, I do.
Like...
My cough lingers year-round. I don't know what it is.
It's haunted me that long, this story. Like, I will never forget this. I will remember it forever. And it still sometimes, like, plays in my head and, like, was I in the wrong? But then, like, I hear other people's stories, and I'm like, no, absolutely not.
You were not.
No, you weren't. For what it's worth from us. Alicia, thank you for listening. We appreciate you turning your radio on.
Yes, thank you.
You have a great day, okay?
Thanks for calling.
You too. Yep, bye.
Bye. Yeah, I shared a quick story because I was on a flight over the weekend and it was a dude in front of me who was watching a bunch of shows, and he opened up his system preferences on his Apple.
Right.
And I saw his name, and I was like, oh, I'm curious. I wonder who this guy is. I just searched his name in Google. I didn't do anything with it.
Invasion of privacy.
I didn't do anything with it. I was just curious.
Weird.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe I'll have him on this show. And I said, nah, you know what? Maybe I'll just leave it alone. And I did. I left it alone, and that was the end of it. Why? I can't be curious? Anyway, we got a message here. And this is from our good buddy.
Hey, good buddy.
Wally.
Hey, TJ. You know what, brother? You really have double standards.
What?
You're on Kenny's case for wondering what's in somebody's medicine cabinet.
Oh, yeah, that is true. So the other day we were talking about...
Wally. I actually agree with him.
The rudest house guests. There was a long list of them. And one of the items on that list, looking through someone's medicine cabinet. Now, Kenny has admitted he's had an urge to do this when he goes into someone's bathroom. Mm-hmm. But just for the record, you haven't actually done it.
Maybe years and years and years ago.
What? That's an added layer to the story.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I probably did it. But at your house
probably, you either know if you did or you didn't.
It was 3 years ago.
He's done it.
Yeah, of course he's
You
done
like
it.
how Kenny was like, I think I've done it.
I might have. Lying. You a grown man.
It's fuzzy memories.
Weird.
You know what? I agree that's messed up, but...
Oh, okay, so you are wrong.
At the same time, in the same talk show, you're talking about looking over somebody's shoulder at their cell phone and Googling their name. That's messed up.
Yeah, but I'm not doing anything messed up with it.
It is weird.
I mean, it's weird
Super
for
weird.
sure and creepy.
What you're doing is a lot worse than what he was.
He actually went through someone's medicine cabinet.
You Googled the guy.
But at least he knew the person because the person invited them into their home.
Oh.
Yeah, but at least TJ looked up public profiles of someone. Kenny went through someone's private stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a monster.
Tomato,
No,
tomato.
I agree. Both of this is invading somebody's privacy.
It turns out we're both wrong.
Yeah, you guys are both wrong.
I mean, you're both weird.
At the same time, I'd rather have somebody go through my medicine cabinet than look over my shoulder at my cell phone.
Okay, well, maybe you only have soap in your medicine cabinet and it's not that interesting.
I am curious, though. What did you find out about this person?
I don't want to say it. I don't want to invade his privacy.
So you're messed up. You owe Kenny an apology, and I think you should give it to him over the air. Anyway, I love you, good buddies. Bye.
You know, with Wally, Kenny can do no wrong. This guy is Kenny's biggest fan. If you ever had a fan club, Wally's the president.
I will say this in Wally's defense. There's one time Kenny said something really weird and it was creepy and low-key pervy, and I won't even repeat it. And Wally did say that he did not agree with that something was messed up with Kenny.
Okay, so that's good
One
to hear.
time.
Wally's got some serious credentials about doing the right thing.
Hey, good buddy.
And you know what I also like
He
about
added
Wally?
extra hay there.
Yeah, so he's been adding an extra hey. He used to say it like this.
Hey, good buddy.
Now it's
Hey, good buddy.
He puts that diaphragm to work.
yeah.
you know?
If you could the next time just add an extra hey. Let's hear what that sounds like.
Are you going to give Kenny his apologies?
No. Consider this a public service announcement to beware. I know. You see a mama goose with her ducklings and you want to say hi to the ducklings, right? Because they're so cute.
I look from a distance.
But some people can't help themselves. Like you, J-Bo. I have to see the little geese, and I try to get as close as I can to them, but this is not good. There's a student at Florida A&M University. They are very concerned because there's an aggressive goose on the loose.
Okay.
It's a mama goose, and apparently a goose had just attacked two students. Then this person who caught this on camera fled to her car and caught a third goose attack on camera. So you see that the student is walking past this goose. It became very aggressive, and it's because it's mating season. So February through April, this is their time to multiply, and we need more of them.
Doesn't get aggressive.
Yeah, so I'm glad they're doing that. Video shows the woman throwing her jacket at the goose before she falls to the ground. It descends on her.
What is this, a horror movie?
Wings
When you're
spread.
like running from the guy who's chasing you, and then you fall to the ground. You're like, what are you doing? Get up!
Yeah, like that to me, it feels like a clumsy move. Like I think if I was attacked by a goose, and I've been close, like I've gotten warnings, I've never been straight up attacked. I feel like, okay, if I was trying to see its babies and I got too close and it attacked me, I would take the bite like a champion. And do they have teeth?
No, I don't think so.
Isn't it just like it's a strong beak?
Yeah, it'll pinch you pretty good.
But if I got attacked by an aggressive goose and I didn't do anything to mess with it, I would have to fight it. and I don't think I would get knocked over. What would you do if a goose runs at you out of nowhere?
Well, first and foremost, I don't assume that I have privilege to the goose and its babies. So I keep my distance. It's
Right.
not my business.
But I'm saying you're distant and it comes out of nowhere.
If it comes out of nowhere and it comes to me, then I'm going to try to avoid it. And if it bites me, I'm kicking it.
So it's post-bite that you'd kick it.
If I see that it's lunging at me to
Try to
hurt
bite.
me, I'm going to kick it.
Right. I think I would do the same thing. Heather?
I mean, I would try everything in my gut to not kick it because I don't want to kick it. I don't want to hurt it.
Nobody wants to hurt a goose.
But I've never been in this situation. Maybe my first instinct is to kick. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, my friend Phil was infamously, as a child, attacked by a goose, and the thing went all in, and he was a little kid. His uncle grabbed it by the goose neck.
Oh, no.
And Phil talks about this to this day. It was one of the most traumatic things he ever saw. He finished the job on the goose. Many years, back in the 80s when you could do something like that and not be on the internet.
Yeah,
That's
Phil
when he
needs
did it.
counseling for the attack and for the witness.
Kenny, what would you do? Out of nowhere, a goose attacks you.
I mean, I would defend myself. I run into geese all the time. They're common on golf courses.
Yeah.
And in those situations, I have a golf club in my hand, so I'd feel confident that I'd be able to defend myself.
But it's never attacked you.
No,
That's
and I
worse
wouldn't
than
want to
a
hurt
kick.
it. I wouldn't want to hurt a geese.
Yeah. So it turns out she was able to roll over. She did kick the goose before getting back on her feet, and she laughed it off. So a good sense of humor about the old goose attack.
That's funny.
It is very funny.
Being
Another
attacked by a goose is
student
funny.
helped her retrieve her jacket, so someone else got involved at the scene of the crime, and the goose returned to his post on the sidewalk. So there you go.
Okay.
Mama goose or whoever, dad goose is fine.
The goose laughed it off too.
My to-do list is getting so long. I gotta knock a couple things off. I've been meaning to do this since the weekend. Mm-hmm. So I was in a bathroom in Texas, and their sink was all messed up. Can I play this for you?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know anyone who would know how to fix this. I want to try to help them out. Listen to this. I go to wash my hands.
I'm in a public bathroom, and here's a sink that sounds funny.
That can't be right.
It sounds like a drill.
Yeah, it sounds like someone's doing construction work. And so I recorded it. I've been meaning to reach out to the venue where that bathroom was, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I want to give them answers. Do you guys know anyone who could help them with their sink?
My dad.
You think he would know what that is?
I think if I were to play him that sound, he would be able to identify what that noise is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're supposed to serve the community here, and we've got a number of radio stations in Texas. They need to know about their bathroom. Okay, so work on that, get an answer, and then I will call the venue and
You're
let them
going
know.
to call the venue and let them know?
Yeah, because
Why
you know
didn't
what?
you just tell them when you were there?
Yeah.
It was on a weekend. No one was there. So I just wrote it down. Contact them about sink because no one does it. Everyone they wash their hands and they ignore it, which is why it sounds like that. That didn't just happen overnight. You think that's an overnight problem?
I'm sure the people at the venue know their sink sounds like that.
Well, then
I'm sure they use their own bathroom.
Yeah.
Sounds like the pipe. Something's wrong with the pipe.
Yeah, guys don't care. There's the men's bathroom. The women would have mentioned something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, the guys are like, yeah, it's not my problem. Then got this message here.
Calling from Grants Pass, Oregon. My name's PJ. Have a great day.
Well, congratulations on your nice name. You're always allowed to
Did
leave.
you say her name was TJ?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. What's up?
TJ, you're always allowed to leave longer messages than that. You can go as long as you want. Tell us a little bit about yourself when you call. That might be the shortest message we ever received in the history of our messages.
And she did tell us what her name was, so
Right.
something about herself.
Yes, you could call us anytime, just like TJ did. 877-RADIO-TJ. If there's anything going on in your life, we love hearing about it, and hopefully you'll hear your voice on a TJ show soon. And we got this message. You know, we're on so many radio stations. We just signed on our 115th radio station, which is super cool.
Yes, sir.
And one of our guys who runs our show in Oklahoma sent us a message about something we were talking about yesterday.
Hey, it's Gary from Lawton, Oklahoma.
Oh, this is Crash.
Yep.
Yeah, Crash. But he goes by Gary
Yeah,
now.
that's his government name.
Right. But he's famous for on the radio, he would do something, and then at the end of it, he would go, meep, meep, like the old Roadrunner cartoon.
Yep. I wanted to comment on your what's good about today. Getting a chance to wake up, to be able to see the world wherever you are. That is awesome about any day. The good Lord above just blesses us with the opportunity
Hey,
to
there you
get
go.
up and to experience the world.
Meep, meep.
Bye-bye.
Hey, look, he did it for us. There he is, Gary, just noticing the simple things, which are not so simple. It's a good day.
Meep, meep.
There he is.
Yeah, being able to get up every day, that's a good day.
Being able to get up and meep, I think,
Meep, meep.
is what he's trying to say.
Meep, meep.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
2 brothers from Great Britain have earned a Guinness World Record when their robot solved a 4x4x4 Rubik's Cube in 45.3 seconds.
I don't know the Rubik's Cube trick. Do you, J-Bo?
Not at all.
My Uncle Charlie had one, and he used to frustrate me. He'd keep me busy with it because they'd babysit me. I'd be like, what is this thing? How do I do it? But I know there's got to be some way. Like, there's got to be a method.
There's a pattern.
These are 2 brothers. They broke the record for a robot solving the Rubik's Cube. I was curious, so I looked up what's the record for a human to solve the Rubik's Cube. It was set by a 9-year-old Polish boy named Theodore. He did it in 2.76 seconds.
See, how do you do it in 2.7 seconds?
So what's the record for the robot?
The robot is the one just broke in 45.3 seconds. So it appears we still have an edge over the robot takeover, at least in this particular field.
I wonder what happens if you feed the robot the information about how the kid did it, if it would learn it.
Perhaps,
that is possible.
But we're still a ways away from that. It's taking it considerably longer for a robot as opposed to a human, and let alone a 9-year-old human from Poland.
I'll take it. Any encouragement that humans still got it. What else do you have, Kenny?
Daniel Radcliffe, of course, famously played Harry Potter in the Harry Potter movies. Currently has a show on NBC with Tracy Morgan called The Rise and Fall of Reggie Dinkins. I've been watching it. It's very good. He's also got a one-man show on Broadway currently. He's doing interviews, and he recently advocated saying all child actors should be forced to have mandatory therapy.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
How about all people?
Be good for them, for sure.
Could everyone talk to someone?
Yeah, he said the illusion that child actors are living the dream can be crushing behind the scenes, which is exactly why therapy should be built into the system. So, as someone who was a child star, I know there's a new Harry Potter series coming out with brand new child stars for Harry Potter on TV. So he sees what happens with these child stars, and he thinks therapy could be a big help.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish show business on any kid. My kids, they're so into like theater, and they're like, I want to do this and I want to do that. I'm like, you know what? You work on your craft. Okay, if you still love it when you're 18 years old, then we'll talk. Okay. But how could you go wrong with learning your craft? You want your kids around a bunch of creepy old dudes who are like into weird stuff?
Yeah.
No, it's bad business. And, and obviously not all the time, but who wants to put their kid through that?
I mean, there's been several horror stories.
Kenny, what else do you have?
The Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, is launching a pilot program for the use of air taxis across 26 states to allow for real-world testing of what it calls, quote, an exciting window into the future of aviation.
Come on, man.
So flying cars, finally?
Kind of. Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm picturing drones lifting people up.
Yeah, like massive drones.
Yeah, and taking them to where they need to go. Almost like a ski lift, but wireless and taking you just like a car would.
So not a ski lift.
No, well, no
and
wires.
Enclosed.
Yeah, and this feels very futuristic, but also it's a little nerve-wracking. Like the early days of that, first of all, I don't want to be on the ground underneath them.
Nope, me neither.
And I also don't want to try them out. Would you want to go on a little airlift like that?
They're going to have pilots, right? Like people who...
I think in some cases, but I think in other cases they may be fully automated.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Can you imagine that?
I hear all these stories and read all these stories about the automated, like
Waymos?
Waymos, thank you.
Yeah.
That get into car accidents, that can't detour a certain kind of way, that stop ambulance from getting from where they need to get to. Absolutely not. There's no way. Have you ever been in a relationship where like the person is so chaotic and nothing gets resolved, and then you stay with that person, and then like the next day it's more chaos, the next day is more chaos, and nothing gets resolved, but they wake up every day thinking like everything is great.
Right.
This is what I feel we're dealing with in this world. It's like, can we resolve some of these issues before we start adding other things to distract us from the issues we actually have?
Yeah, like get the road ones to function at 100% first. And then we start talking about the air. It just seems like a lot. And it also feels like you see alien movies where like aliens are just flying around and that's their car. How far are we from that?
This is, I guess, focusing on what they call vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. They say the range of concepts will include urban taxi services, regional passenger transportation, emergency medical operations, drone technologies, and other potential industrial uses.
All right. It's interesting. What a time to be alive. Kenny, what else do you have?
Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo scored 83 points in a 150-129 win over the Washington Wizards last night. That is the second most single-game points in the history of the NBA after Wilt Chamberlain's famous 100-point game back in 1962.
Way to do it, Bam.
You a fan of Bam?
Bam is a cool dude. Yeah, he's a great player. He did pass the late great Kobe Bryant, who had 81 points.
Yeah, how about that?
But yeah, that's awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah, there have only been 15 70-plus point games in NBA history. The last one was in 2014. Before this game, Bam's current high for a game was 41 points.
How about that?
Doubled his career high.
Got some good
in
sleep,
1 night.
ate a good meal, you know what I'm saying? Did some training.
Kenny, what else do you have?
On Interstate 410 in San Antonio, Texas, a couple was driving along the highway. They noticed another vehicle was swerving quite a bit. They got up close enough to see inside the car and noticed that the driver was completely incapacitated, dealing with some kind of medical episode.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And what's amazing is this couple, after talking about it ever so briefly, decided that they were going to do something about it. They drove the car and actually stopped that other car with their own car to bring it to safety.
How did they end up stopping it?
They drove up ahead of it and then let the car hit it, and it slowed down.
Okay, so they drove out in front of the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you think about that kind of stuff. You never expect something like that to happen.
Yeah, that's scary.
How is the guy behind the wheel?
So a passing by nurse happened to stop by, and they took the man to the hospital. At the time of the writing of the article, we don't know that person's condition, but they were taken to the hospital.
Yeah, hopefully they're fine. Kenny, what else do you have?
The World Baseball Classic is going on right now. Last night, Team USA taking on Italy. Fun fact, Italy has an espresso machine in their dugout.
Hey, that's my kind of team. How you doing?
But a massive upset. Italy beat Team USA, which was widely considered to be the favorite in the tournament. So Italy won 8-6.
Yeah, probably because the espresso gets their focus.
Got them jolted up. Now, ahead of the game yesterday, the American manager, Mark DeRosa, was being interviewed about the game. He said, "It's weird because we want to win this game even though we've already punched our ticket into the quarterfinal." He was mistaken. With the loss to Italy last night, Team USA's advancement in this tournament is very much up in question.
Wow, interesting. So Italy, I've never really heard them being known for baseball. I mean, meatballs, not baseball. But do they have anything going on? Are they that good?
Well, most of the team is actually made up of Italian Americans. So people who play professional baseball in the United States, whether major or minor league ball, but they are of Italian descent, they play for Team
interesting.
Italy.
Okay, I didn't know that. Well, good for them. Yeah, because baseball in America is number one, right?
Well, we were the favorites to win this tournament, followed by Japan and then the Dominican Republic. You also have Mexico, Puerto Rico, other powerful teams in the tournament as well.
What else do you have, Kenny?
You may have missed this story. It's getting more attention. Back in late February, somebody boarded a Spirit Airlines flight with what's being referred to as, quote, an emotional support rotisserie chicken.
Explain what this is.
So a passenger on a Spirit Airlines flight took a full rotisserie chicken, put it in a clear plastic bubble pet backpack, something that you would carry a small dog in, wore it on his back, took it on the plane. A bunch of people took photos and videos. The gate security people were like blown away by it.
That's hysterical.
He gets on the plane and he proceeds to eat the entire chicken on the flight.
Yeah, because food brings you comfort. I don't see the problem with this.
Yeah, if he's eating a full rotisserie chicken on a plane, something is definitely wrong with his emotions, for sure.
Yeah.
No,
he
come on.
needs the chicken,
Yeah,
yes.
the full chicken?
Yeah.
Well, I would hope he'd share a leg with whoever's sitting next to him, that lucky guy.
We don't know, but maybe he did. The TSA got wind of this and even shared the photo of the emotional support rotisserie chicken, saying there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. If you want to bring a full rotisserie chicken, as long as it's carried properly like this guy did with that clear plastic pet bubble case, go for it.
Well, good. I'm in. And now it's got to be messy eating that on a plane. It's got to smell, but it's a great chicken.
It smells delicious.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else do you have?
On March 4th, a Baltimore Ravens fan posted on X, if the Ravens trade for Raiders defensive end Max Crosby, I will shave my head. On March 6th, indeed, that very thing happened. The Raiders traded Max Crosby to the Ravens. The guy promptly shaved his head and posted a picture on social media.
By the way, is everything for Instagram now? Like you got a rotisserie chicken in a pet carrier. You got this guy shaving his head.
Well, yesterday, the Raiders announced that they are pulling out of the trade with the Baltimore Ravens. So this guy shaved his head for nothing.
Okay.
That's okay. It's hair. It'll grow back.
That's funny.
That's what you get for living for social media. Does he look good?
For living for a team.
Yeah. There you go.
He looks a little odd. He doesn't look like he was meant to have a shaved head. But as a diehard Jets fan who's desperate for a win, I would do some pretty crazy things for a potential trade or a guaranteed Jets victory. So I see where he's coming from.
Okay.
It's just too bad it didn't come to fruition for him.
If the Jets went all the way, what would you do? What's your line?
I would shave my head. I would get a tattoo, whatever you wanted.
Okay.
If it guaranteed like a Jets
If you
Super
could
Bowl.
guarantee a Jets Super Bowl victory, I would do almost anything.
Will you shave your head and get a tattoo on your skull?
Sign me up.
Or your scalp,
Yeah, I would do that.
Kenny said it. So if they win this coming season,
Well,
you
you'd
will
have
do
to
that.
guarantee that it would happen.
And if they don't, I'll give you $1.
That's not how. I mean, again,
He's
we
not
need
a real
a crystal
fan.
ball.
He's not a real fan. Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed. What a poser. I knew you weren't a real Jets fan. I'm pretty blown away by this whole concept. So Taco Bell, every year, they hold their Live Mas event. And this is where they go, all right, we've got some new products coming to the menu, which I don't know how many more products they need.
Right.
They've got a lot. They've got a deep menu, and it's been around for a while. And I almost wasn't going to talk about this until I heard one of the items they're adding. I think you're going to love this, J-Bo.
Alrighty. What is it?
They have created the Fire Queso sauce packet. So, you know, Taco Bell's very known for their sauces.
Right. They're hot sauces.
Yeah. This is sauce that's inside of an edible packet. So the packet, you rip it open, and you could do it by taking a bite. Then you pour the sauce out. Then you eat the rest of the packet. It's almost like an empanada.
What?
And I'm like, what a genius idea.
The fact that you compared that to an empanada, I am appalled.
No, because it is. It's literally, it looks like a square empanada with cheese inside, and you bite the corner, and then the cheese.
So it's not like an actual sauce packet.
No.
Well, but it looks like a sauce
Because as a Puerto Rican, I was like, are you kidding me? You comparing that to empanada? You gotta be kidding me.
It's a rectangular empanada.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's inspired by the empanada. Is that a good way? Like it's It's a little concealed case
So it's
for
a
the
hot
sauce.
pocket?
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of.
It's a Pop-Tart?
Yes, kind
Not
of.
an empanada.
Right, kind of
Yeah.
like a Pop-Tart. But what I love is that you eat open the package and then you eat the rest of the package. And I'm like, could we do that with cookies? Could we do that with Chips Ahoy? Could we do that with other things?
What would that look like?
I don't know. But it's
So
this
would
is
the cookie have like, well, you bite off the top of the cookie and then inside would be like
another cookie.
Or chocolate chips?
Yes, or like a cereal sack, but the sack is edible.
Yeah, if you call it a sack, I won't touch that.
But I just think
But
there's
it's kind of
something.
like a chocolate lava cake.
Yes,
Which a cake, the chocolate cake, and then you put a fork in it, and then the chocolate comes out.
contains the food.
Yes.
Well, even your wife's cupcakes, her famous cupcakes that have a cookie inside the cupcake.
Right. So I guess in that case, could you argue that she baked cookies and the packaging is a cupcake?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
sometimes
could definitely argue it.
I make brownies, and inside the brownies, there's an Oreo.
Right. So did you just prepare Oreos and you package them in brownies?
There you go.
I mean, this is a genius idea. But apparently Taco Bell added 20 new menu items. This thing has gotten so big that Peacock wanted the rights to stream it. So they're now streaming their event.
Wow.
Which you gotta hand it to these guys. They know how to market and they know how to create delicious food. Kenny, that's your number one, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was on pretty late last night, so I watched most of it in the
You
shower
imagine?
this morning.
This guy, he's got a... You are such a fan. And these guys are creative.
Yeah, it's great. Vince Staples was the host. He's a comedian, rapper, singer, star-studded lineup of people that were there. It's like the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference,
right?
But for Taco Bell, and it's more fun.
Okay, well,
And
there
you
you go.
actually understand what they're saying. You're
Yes.
like, yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, no, I know sauce packet that you can eat. I hear that loud and clear. Now, about a week ago, we got a message about a lost cat in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And you may remember it was this woman here.
I'm looking for my cat, Cheddar Bob, in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Cat's name is Cheddar Bob.
What a great name.
Yeah.
He's missing from Manchester Park. If you search Cheddar Bob, missing cat,
And we did this, by the way. We searched for Cheddar Bob on the internet.
in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you guys will see a bunch of posts on the internet.
Yeah, there were tons of photos of him.
Please look it up if you see him. Please let me know. His name's Cheddar Bob.
So yeah, we played that and then didn't hear very much. But there is a message waiting for us. And how cool would this be?
Hi, my name's Krissy. I'm actually calling from Madison, Illinois.
Which, by the way, far away from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Quite a hike.
I'm wondering about that girl that's missing Cheddar Bob, the cat.
Yeah.
I did happen to find an orange cat.
Hey, J-Bo.
Hello.
Whoa.
Maybe there's something there.
Meow.
Still little. If you think that maybe this would be your cat, you can hit me up.
Oh.
So if you live around Madison, maybe I've got your baby. I've had her for probably 2 months now.
Oh, a little light on finding out where the cat came from, huh?
Thanks, hon. Bye.
Can we call Krissy?
Yeah, I have her number.
All right, cool. So let's call Krissy and let's find out, at least do a follow-up call, our due diligence.
Yeah.
We get to, can we do it right now?
Right, meow?
Yes. That's
Right, meow?
Please don't start that.
Right, meow?
I know I started it. Wait, what is that from?
Right, meow?
Super Troopers.
Yes, right. What was the scene again?
They were playing a cat game. They pulled over somebody, and the goal was to say meow as many times as possible during the stop.
So my friends caught that disease in high school, and I will tell you, they did that to every teacher. Because wasn't that in 2000? What year did that movie?
That's 20-something years old. Yeah, for sure.
The teacher would say something, and they go, "You mean right meow?"
You know how fast you were going right now? Meow.
Meow.
That took over math class one day, and it was hilarious. But okay, we're a little too mature for that now.
Okay.
So don't
Meow.
do that right meow. We're going to get to this call with Krissy. We're going to get her on the phone and find out, is it Cheddar Bob? It's coming up on the TJ Show. Right meow.
Meow, meow.
Hi, this is the TJ Show. Who's this?
Hi, this is Sharon from Destin.
Sharon, do you know where Cheddar Bob is?
No, I don't. Cheddar Bob. Oh, over on Beale Parkway.
No, the cat.
Oh, the cat? No, I do not.
Okay,
I was calling in about cereal, TJ.
Oh, wait, hold on one second. Wait, we want to talk to you too. Hold on.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Tap the banner to learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
This is the TJ Show, and we've got Krissy in Illinois on the phone. Krissy, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So we got a message from you. We played it a little while ago, and this has gotten very complicated. But there's an orange cat that was lost in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You called us. You said you found an orange cat, which, they're rare.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right, Kenny? Orange cat?
I guess.
I don't know about that.
I think orange tabbies are rare. But anyway, Cheddar Bob was lost in Chattanooga, wound up getting featured on the news, all over the internet. The owner of Cheddar Bob called us and said, "Can you help?" And so, I don't know what we can do, but then you call, and you are a 6.5-hour drive away. Is that right, Krissy?
Yes, sir.
You found an orange cat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you still have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where is it?
I took her home, and she's been with me ever since. It was snowy, and I didn't want to just leave her outside.
Well, is Cheddar Bob a boy?
I'm assuming Cheddar Bob's a boy cat, but that could be a pretty, you know what happens when you assume things.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you know for sure your orange cat, do you know if it's a female?
Yes.
How'd you check that?
Like normal.
Turned her upside down? Sounds like it's probably not the cat, right? Are you getting
It might
that
not
feeling?
be. It might not be. The
I
cat.
didn't figure it would be, but I just figured, if just by some whim,
Yeah, you never know. Hey, listen, you found a cat. That's still a story.
Well, I've got somebody's cat.
Well, it's your cat now.
Yeah, it sounds like it's your cat.
Right.
It seems like if you're in the mood to get a cat, they just find you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cats out there.
Yeah.
They're pretty
They do.
cool, though. Does your cat, jump up on things and then get down?
Oh, my gosh. This cat has a personality like you would not believe. She is, if you don't pet her, she'll, gnaw on your fingers. And if you ignore her, she is all up in everything you do. If you're trying to clean, she's in the middle of it. Oh, my goodness, she's a pain in the butt, but I love her to death. I wouldn't trade her for the world.
Yeah, it sounds annoying to me, but if you think that's cute, then more power to you.
It sounds like a family member to
There
me.
you go, yes.
So yeah, that worked out just fine.
Sounds kind of human, actually. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Krissy, thank you for the lead. I do feel like we did something official here. I don't know what it is, but we did something. We followed up on the lead. It sounds like it's not actually Cheddar Bob, but you have fun with that cat. You're going to keep her?
Yes, I'm definitely going to keep her, unless the owner comes forward. But if not, then she's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves that cat.
They got a new cat already, I'm sure. Like Kenny's mom lost a cat, got a new cat, what, a week later?
It wasn't.
No. It was at least 3 months.
Was it 3 months? I don't know
it was
about
a
that.
long time.
That's
It was
giving her.
some time.
Did she think about the old cat?
Yeah, I think she's mad at the old cat for not coming home.
Right, because they found it in the wild and it ran away from her. It was like, I like
It
this
likes
life.
it outside. Yeah.
Krissy, you're the best. You have a great day, and thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Krissy.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
We've got Sharon in Destin, Florida. Hey, Sharon.
Hi, TJ.
Hey, and J-Bo's here.
What's up, Sharon?
Kenny.
Hey, how you doing? I love hearing all y'all. And Kenny's stories are great. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I was calling in about the cereal. You were talking about how you add bananas. You ought to try it with Apple Jacks. It's the best.
Oh, this was
Fruit Loops comes in second.
yesterday in the show. We shared that I've sort of gotten addicted to Honey Nut Cheerios again. This happens. You forget how good they are when you don't have them in the house. Then you get them. And even at
right.
Costco, you need a wheelbarrow to take the Honey Nut Cheerios out of the building. There's so much of them. And my kids love it. And so I'm back on the kick. And I said,
What a great kick to have.
Yeah, you put blueberries in it, and it is like one of the best combinations I've ever had. You're telling me Apple Jacks in bananas?
Yes.
Yes, that's the way to go.
Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Fruit Loops is the way to go, too. Yeah.
But Sharon, do you consider that a meal or is that your dessert?
It can be both.
Yeah.
You have to have at least 3 bowls for a meal, though.
Sharon's an adult. She'll do whatever she wants.
Hey, Sharon,
Yeah, I go for it.
That's right.
you sound like my childhood. So when I was a kid, my brother, he used to pull out it was either Cinnamon Toast Crunch
Oh, yes.
or Trix.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
would sit there and he'd look at the back of the box and he would slowly plow away. And he was known for eating a full box of cereal. You want to talk about nutrition not being a thing we talked about a whole lot growing up. He would take down a box at a time. And sometimes he would leave a little bit for me. And I would hear from even the other room just a slurping. Like a breathe in and a slurp. And he ate it so fast. What do you sound like when you eat cereal, Sharon?
Pretty quiet.
Yeah. It's a skill. It's not easy to do that.
But my son can go through a whole box of cereal, too.
Isn't that
Yeah,
gross?
I believe it.
Every once in a while, he tells me, yo, guess what I did the other day? I said, what? He said, I took down a box of
Ate a whole
Cinnamon
box
Toast
of
Crunch. I'm
cereal.
like, good for
Yes,
you, bro.
the best. Well, he's a grown man now. He can afford that. But your mother, I felt bad for her. She had 2 boys doing that.
Yeah. And my brother also had a problem. He would eat Skittles and he would then get really tired and fall asleep. And one time I found him. He was
Sugar
passed
crash.
out on his bedroom floor and he had Skittles spilled out all over the place. It looked like a rainbow crime scene. It was
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah. Oh, he did. And he loved it. And it was relaxing for him. But anyway, Sharon, you're the best. Thank you for listening to our show.
Thanks, y'all.
You take care.
Have a great one.
Bye.
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 You too. Bye.
Something happened yesterday, and I think I'm wrong for enjoying the way this turned out, because I never want to wish harm on anyone, and the man wasn't harmed. But I've been itching to tell you guys what happened to me. It might have been the greatest thing I've ever witnessed.
Alrighty.
So there is a college campus in the area where we work, and there's this street, and you see the worst of the worst drivers on this street. And nothing against college students, but you know, a lot of them, they've got fancy cars. They don't really know how to drive them. They're making all weird moves. And it's like, guys, just chill out. Do what normal people do when you drive. So on this street, you parallel park. And now I've been parallel parking for decades. I lived in New York City with a car. I lived in Boston with a car. Some of the hardest places to park. I know how to parallel park a car. But this street, it's very difficult because everyone's in such a rush. They don't give you the moment to be able to back up and get in. So it's very frustrating to park on this street, but I get it done. There's a guy who has his window down, and he screams at me as I'm trying to park. He says, "You gotta learn how to park, bud." And as I'm getting upset with what he's saying, another car slams into him. And so it was an immediate, now he wasn't hurt, but one of these students wasn't paying attention or they were on their phone. So he yells, "You gotta learn how to park, bud," followed by boom. And I'm like, ooh, that's gotta feel embarrassing.
That is
and so
crazy work.
That guy pulls over and I see them off at a distance and I go, you know what? That's their business. And I go in and I get my acai bowl.
That's what you were parking for?
Yeah, but then I
$20 bowl.
I felt a little bit bad because I was like, you know, why did I enjoy that so much? I don't want this guy. I mean, he was fine. And he actually wound up driving away. His bumper was like, it was a little dent. He didn't care. He didn't want to deal with all the insurance. Clearly an impatient man.
Clearly, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like maybe I have work to do as a human being. I shouldn't have enjoyed that as much as I did. But it was almost like instantly he was reprimanded for his bad attitude.
Yeah, we all have some work to do for sure.
Sure.
Our producer Heather was hanging out with her in-laws, and you brought up an interesting observation that you made.
Yeah.
And maybe I might be guilty of doing something along these lines. Go ahead.
Yeah, I overheard my father-in-law ask my mother-in-law. He said, "I need a favor. Can you get me 2 slices of bread with some prosciutto in between?" And it sounded like just like the nicest way to say, "Go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich." You know what I mean?
That's exactly what he did.
Right, that's exactly what he did.
Did she get up and go do it?
Yeah, of course she did. Yeah.
So she got up and made him a sandwich.
She got up and made him a
Okay.
sandwich. Yeah. I just think it was like a very nice way to say
so
that.
So he delivered it, and would you be willing to get me 2 slices of bread?
I need a favor.
Very
Could
nice.
you do me a favor? Like that type of way. But I mean, I just thought it was really funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be really nice if those dishes had a shower.
Oh, have you said that, you monster?
I've never said that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he would.
I guess
That's something you would say, though, TJ.
No, I wouldn't say that.
You don't like doing dishes.
No, but here's what I have said. I've said to my wife, Jess, "Are you in the mood for a pasta dish tonight, a stir fry?" And she's like, "Do you want me to make a stir fry?" Well, I go, "Well, if you're in the mood for
That's so annoying. That's not cool at all. I feel kind of low-key feels like gaslighting. Like,
I was
it was
just
your
asking.
idea. Just say, "Hey, can you make pasta tonight, please?"
Yeah, but I don't want to ask her to make a meal.
But you did.
But I was just asking, like, earlier in the day, are you in the mood for it? And then it turns out that night we generally have a stir-fry pasta dish.
So annoying.
Which is wonderful. It's so good. Are you ever indirect in any way, shape, or
To
form?
my husband Archie? No, very direct. If
Okay.
I want something, I say, "Hey," for example, I'll wait till he gets off the couch to ask for a cup of water because I don't want to get water. I don't want to get off the couch. But I'll say, "Hey, babe, can you get me some water, please?" It's not like, "Hey, would you mind? Do you think that the water from the faucet can make it into a cup and be brought over to me?" I'm not doing all that.
Okay.
Now,
But wait, let me just pause. I love that you wait for him to get up. And then once he gets up, does he always know there's going to be something?
probably ask him that. I'm sure he thinks
Now
there
that
is.
you're up, I have a list of things.
Pretty much.
I would say
taken care
that's
of.
very polite that you wait. He's up already. What's the difference?
He's up. I mean, what's a couple more, steps? Now, when I'll put like dinner away after making it, I'll ask him, "Do you want me to prep you a bowl for tomorrow's lunch?" And he'll say, "Sure." And that irritates me. So I'll ask him again, "Do you want me to make you a bowl for tomorrow's lunch?" And he's like, "Yes." And
Yeah,
I'm like,
there you
just
go.
tell me yes or no. Don't tell me sure.
Well,
So, no, just be direct.
do you still love your father-in-law?
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
great.
Yeah, he's still great.
Do you want to step in and maybe help your mother-in-law and make the sandwich?
No, I would have told him to go in the kitchen and make his own sandwich.
This is the TJ Show. Thank you for turning your radio on today.